Welcome back, guys. Today I am in the Bangkok airport, Don Mueang, and I'm bound for New Zealand. So I've already done one flight today, and that was from Chiang Mai to Bangkok, and that took about an hour and a half. And in total, I'm going to have 4 flights on my way back to New Zealand. So Chiang Mai to Bangkok, Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur. I sleep the night in Kuala Lumpur airport, and then fly to Sydney tomorrow, sleep the night in Sydney airport, and then continue on to New Zealand the next morning. So the reason why I'm making this video is to show you guys kind of the less glamorous side of traveling. So this is not going to be my most glamorous video. I'm going to suffer quite a lot in the next 48 hours, and I hope you enjoy watching that. Time for a travel tip: how to book flights. So I always book the cheapest flight that I can. Sometimes the itinerary sucks, and I use Skyscanner. Highly recommend you guys use that. On Skyscanner you can search from one country to another country for a whole month, so you can really see what the cheapest flight is. Sometimes you then go away to the airline website and book it directly with them, but it's a much better way of searching for cheap flights, and it can save you honestly hundreds of dollars sometimes. So time for another travel tip. If you can get 3 seats to yourself on an aeroplane, it's always going to be more comfortable than if you've got one, unless you're in business of course, but I've never flown business class yet. Now a little trick to getting those 3 seats is if you are the last person on the aeroplane, now I mean the very last person, there can be no one else behind you, you walk onto the aircraft and look like you know what you're doing. You walk the full length of the aircraft, and if you see 3 seats anywhere, they're yours, because remember, no one else is coming behind you. Now just make sure that it looks like you know what you're doing. Sit down. Now those 3 seats will be yours for the rest of the flight, and you can lie down. And I'm quite tall, and I still managed to lie down and sleep. One of my most comfortable flights was actually with Jetstar. Probably won't believe me, but I had 3 seats on one of the brand new aeroplanes flying from Phuket to Sydney, and it was amazing. It was so comfortable, can't complain. So my flight to Kuala Lumpur has been delayed by an hour, but it looks like it's ready to board now, so let's go and jump on flight number 2. Right, we've made it to Kuala Lumpur. The only problem is I can now hardly walk, and Kuala Lumpur airport is massive, and I now have to walk from one side of it to the other to transfer through, and then walk back again probably to the gate for my Australian flight. I did, however, have 3 seats to myself using that hot tip I told you before. So you might be wondering why I'm hobbling so much. I've spent the last few days pretty much in bed with really sore tight muscle in my butt on my left side, and it seems to be wrapped around a nerve or something because it's really painful. Before the flights I went to the Thai pharmacy and I got some ibuprofen and some muscle relaxants, so that's what I'm taking at the moment, and it seems to be helping. I hope that the muscle is going to relax and not tighten again. We shall see. So as I go very slowly along the travelator, I've got plenty of time to give you guys some fun facts about Kuala Lumpur airport. So it has 3 runways that are all over 4 kilometers in length, and in 2017 58 million passengers travelled through this airport, making it the 23rd biggest airport in the world. Pretty cool. Another fun fact, Malaysia was my first Asian country. Kuala Lumpur airport is going to be my home for the night. Hopefully I can find a nice quiet, comfortable corner to curl up and sleep. And my flight to Sydney is sometime in the morning, not sure, I need to check what time. So airport's pretty quiet at this time of night by the looks of it. So here's my sleep spot for the night. Carpet's relatively comfortable, but to be honest, it's not comfortable at all. And I guess we'll see how much I sleep. I'm about to board my flight for Sydney. It's 9 AM. Last night I slept in the airport and I managed to get a reasonable amount of sleep. I wasn't very comfortable, however, because of my really sore leg. And this morning I could hardly stand up. I was in so much pain. I don't think I've had that much pain in my life before. And my backpack and stuff was on a little trolley, and I could kind of hold myself up with the trolley. But then when I had to go through the security, I had to get rid of the trolley, and I almost couldn't walk through the metal detector screener thing. Someone had to help me through, and then I stumbled over to the trolley rack on the other side and got a new trolley, and then I was alright. After a while I started to get a bit better. I took some pain meds and my muscle relaxants, and I'm feeling a lot better now, so that's good. Looks like it's time to board. So I made it to Sydney Airport and it's 7:30 PM local time. I really struggled to get off the aeroplane. My leg was just so seized up, and so I got a little ride on the buggy to the immigration, which was great. It saved me probably 30 minutes walk at the rate I was going. I had to go through immigration and customs because my next flight is with Jetstar, and so I had to go all the way out, and then now I'm trying to find the elevator up to the departures level, and that way I can find somewhere to sleep for the night. So I've just checked into my flight, and yesterday I lied. Actually I'm flying with Emirates. I remembered this morning. Didn't sleep at all last night. Downstairs in Sydney Airport is horrible for sleeping, and there's just like a couple of armchairs. There's like people lying on the hard tile floors, and it's really cold. It's a horrible, horrible place. Sydney Airport needs to have somewhere with some couches where people can actually be comfortable while they wait for their flight. So I think as a result of that, now I pretty much can't walk, and Emirates is going to take me to the flight on a wheelchair. I'm so lucky to be flying with Emirates, not Jetstar. So that was the first time I've ever been in a wheelchair, and it's quite an experience being wheelchaired right through past all the lines and everything. It was interesting. But you're very low down and you're looking up at everyone. It's a bit weird. So I knew that doing 4 flights back from Thailand was going to be miserable, but I had no idea it was going to be this bad. My whole left leg is like spasming, and there's a nerve that seems to be caught in amongst the muscles, so every time the muscle spasms it just seems like it's shooting pain down my leg. It's like someone's got a knife and stabbed me. And this happens like every time I stand up or every time I take a step onto my left leg. To Christchurch. I'm at home in New Zealand. It feels so good to be here. Still have a little bit of an adventure to actually get to my house, but at least I'm in the right country now. I hope that you enjoyed this video a lot more than I did making it. I think I definitely showed the less glamorous side of travelling, and that was the goal. This was definitely the worst few days of travel that I've ever had in 6 years of travelling. It was also my first time in a wheelchair. So if you like this video, please like, share, comment and subscribe. That would be awesome. I'm off to Gorge River now. My next series of videos will be at home, which I'm really looking forward to. So until then, cheers for watching.